What's up, everyone? I'm back again. Today, we're going to talk about a stock. And before I get into the stock, hey, I'm not a financial expert and blah, 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 blah. And let's get into the stock. And before you buy this stock, make sure you look into see if this stock is worth it for yourself and talk to a financial expert. So, we're going to look at Starbucks. And what is Starbucks? So, Starbucks is a coffee company. Everyone should know what they are. And the issue I have with Starbucks is, what is the next thing Starbucks going to do? Is it going to grow more stores? How are they going to increase revenue and increase the growth of the company? Now, they did do a more food, cold drink, and blockchains where you can order and they're adding more food to the menu. And it did reveal that in November 2nd, 2023, that they're going to add more stores. So they are a growth opportunity, but there is more and more competition for them. Now, they do have a plant-based menu to help with the growth in that aspect, but not a lot of people care about the plant-based. That's only a certain community group, and to me, I'm looking at it as an investor, what is it worth looking at? So they do have a good workplace environment. They do have great benefits. So they're great employment. So based off the information, the growth track of 9,000 stores in China since 2025. So they do have a growth in China. So they looks like they are growing internationally. And based off this information, they do have a strong growth rate. Let's see what the investor takeaway is. They make significant investment in our U.S. operation in the equipment while innovating around core products. Okay, new equipment. Starbucks is strengthening the scale of digital, creating meaningful connections. So they're doing more apps. Superfan digital community, share love for the brand. So they're trying to get brand loyalty. That's good. Starbucks has always been an international company, but we're on the cusp of becoming a true global. So they do plan on making it more global. So 9,000 stores in China, that's good. And that's a 65% expand rate. Becoming more efficient. Okay, it's Starbucks, you're making coffee. I don't know how much more efficient you can get on that. And reinvigorate partnership. So it looks like they're planning on growing the company to more international, but right now, is it worth buying? They do pay a dividend of a 2.37%, which that's a pretty good outcome. Now, for short term, I don't think this company is worth it. So if you're trying to day trade or short term this, I'm looking at it, and you're probably going to have a negative outcome if you're trying to buy it for a 1 year mark and a 3 year mark. So don't buy it if you don't plan on sticking with this company for more than 5 or 10 years, because this company does not look like it's going to rebound anytime soon, and it is, according to this chart, going down. But doesn't mean that it's not a good company to invest in, because investors are looking for the long term. Now, let's see who's into this. Who's the investor for this company? So BlackRock is getting rid of some of their shares. Vanguard increased some of their shares. Bank of America increased. All right, so BlackRock is leaving it. That kind of concerned me. BlackRock, but Vanguard is increasing, but they only increased a little bit. It looks like that could have been a drip situation. Let's see. Let's look at Wells Fargo is the top buyer, which is pretty good. So Wells Fargo wants to offer it, and the top seller is Vanguard. So based off looking at that, I don't even think this company is good for long term. If BlackRock is leaving it too. Let's look at the finance. Maybe the finance is a little bit better. So they do have a decent net profit of 11.47%, and they did have a gross revenue increase by 11%. So as an investor, it looks like this company is going to be able to stay alive and has a pretty good earnings. So should you invest this as an investor? I think it'd be good to add your portfolio as an investor, but if you're looking for growth, this is not a company that you will have a good growth in, and you're buying it because of the dividend. I think it probably only grow like maybe 7%, 6% a year if you're lucky. But this company looks like it'll only grow about 5% a year. It looks like it missed one of the earnings by dramatically. And based off the earning per share, it looks like it's been missing it. So based off of that, I know the analyst says buy, but I don't think this company is worth investing in as an investor. The money finance looks great. It does look like it will have enough money to stay operational for years, and it might be able to get out of this rut and start increasing their growth again. This could be also a low point for them, because right now they are at a $79. Well, let me see. The high point is $115, and it opened at $75. So will you be able to recover? Let me go back to this indication for 3 years. So it looks like it's a constant decrease. I don't see it doing well. And then looking at the insider trading, they have a lot of people selling. Since they have all these people selling, it doesn't look good. I wouldn't buy a company that their upper management have this many people selling. Kelly Sarah is the executive vice president of chief partner officer. So she's selling it every single time she gets it. Rugel, chief financial officer, selling it. Man, these are key figures in a company, and they're selling their stock. So with all the competition out there for Starbucks, I don't think this company is going to be doing too well on the growth aspect. So I'm looking for a good growth stock that does pay dividend. This does not meet my first criteria of a good growth stock. It does pay dividends, and it does pay a good dividend amount. Based off this numbers and looking at it, I don't think it's going to be growing anytime soon. The innovation is not a great innovation. Their performance is not very good. And the historic performance not very good. They did miss one of their quarters dramatically for price to earnings for their shares. So I wouldn't recommend buying Starbucks at all as an investor. They do make a good income. They do not have any really bad news about them. But I don't know where they can go to after this, because they're opening more stores. They're very popular in America, but overseas in Japan and Vietnam, China, and Europe, they're not a very popular company. They don't have the best food options for people that want to sit down, eat, drink coffee, and enjoy their time with the coffee. this is more of a chain restaurant for Americans. So, as an American-owned company, I think they're great. Now, they do have great revenue, and they do have pretty good net income. It's just that this company will not. It doesn't look like it will have a great growth. It can, if it gets out of this rut, I think it will be able to. But their 5 year mark, like I said, it's a 6%. So you are looking at a 7% or a 5 to 7% growth on this stock year over year over the for like the 5 year term. But I'm not looking for a company that's going to grow only 5 to 7% a year, and it does pay a dividend. So I think this stock won't go down really, but I think it's only going to go 5 to 7% year over year if you count in the long term of a 5 year aspect. So I believe it will keep up this rate for the next 5 years, but I'm looking for a more of a 10 plus with a good dividend yield. So I'm not going to buy this stock. I don't think it's worth purchasing based off the information I see. They do have pretty good money for their finance, so they're not going to go belly up, but there's too many people selling within their company. Large amount of shares. BlackRock is leaving it as a top seller. So they have too many things as an investor I don't want to see. And thanks, like and subscribe to my video. And again, Starbucks is a good company. I believe they're going to be around for the next 10, 20 years, but I think you're only looking at a 5 to 10 year 7% growth. So please like and subscribe to the video, and see y'all next time.